Baby, when I tell y'all, Miss Cali ain't that girl. Carlissa's daughter ain't that girl. Blueface's sister, she ain't that girl. Because we saw this week, you voted Cali as the MVP of the week, the most valuable baddie. We talked about it on the live after show this week, and now we're about to get into the recap. We're going to talk all about the episode. You want to talk about it? You better believe we are. Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there below this video. That helps me get into the YouTube algorithm, as well as when you click the like button, click the thumbs up button to like this video. If you don't do anything else, please like this video. Get in the comment section and leave me your thoughts and opinions on what you thought about episode 4 of Baddies Caribbean and what's going on with the girls. Excuse me. Last but not least, if you would like to support the Damien After Dark movement, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I will also post my Amazon wish list for those that choose to take that route too, okay? Thank you guys for the love, the support, the donations, sharing my videos, watching my videos. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my cold heart, okay? So we're going to be recapping episode 4. If you came here for the episode, obviously, if you're this far into it, you know you're not getting it, right? We're recapping it over here, so let's get into it. All right. Let's start from the top. First of all, before we begin, some of my people in the live after show said they didn't care for Natalie's hair. I was really feeling Natalie's blonde look with the butterflies in it. I was feeling that, little butterfly clips. I thought they were cute. I think butterflies were the theme of the night, obviously. Everybody had butterfly clips in their hair. Scotty even wore this butterfly look in her confessional. I thought they were cute. I don't know. I'm like, is it a coincidence or was this planned? We see Sapphire saying that Bianca owes her a fade for putting her wig in the toilet. So I guess we're going to see the whole Sapphire and Bianca drama feud play out over the next few weeks. And now, there's one thing about Miss Bianca that I want to say. Because I haven't got to really know Bianca. I don't know her. But what I have learned about her, because I know I told y'all at the beginning, we didn't get to know you, Bianca. You came in fighting off the bat, right? But homegirl be working. Because let me tell y'all, I have seen Bianca on... She's been on three different shows now. I didn't see her on Love and Hip Hop, but apparently she was a Love and Hip Hop girl. Now she working on Zeus, doing Baddies. She's doing Coming Up Miami on Now That's TV. She stay working in these reality TV streets, That's 3, I don't want to say credible shows, but 3 shows to put on your resume and really put yourself out there. So Bianca, she be working, and I gotta recognize it, and I gotta point it out, right? So we see a scene with Sapphire, Scotty, and Natalie, and they're sitting together in one of the rooms in the mansion in Barbados, chilling, and they're talking about the whole Gretchen situation. We know the Gretchen situation has been the central storyline of the season. Gretchen, this white Puerto Rican woman, has come into the house full of black women, spewing the N-word out of her mouth every second she gets. We know that Gretchen has tried to defend that by saying that, she's from Puerto Rico, she's Puerto Rican. That's just what they say back home. They don't mean any harm by it. They say it to one another. Now, Sapphire says that they have this code, that if you're Puerto Rican or you're Dominican, there's this code that they have, where if you're Puerto Rican, Dominican descent, you're allowed to say the N-word, and that some black people are even okay with these Dominicans and these Puerto Ricans saying it. That's some, okay? Some. 1%. Guarantee you the majority are not okay with you saying it, okay? And again, just like we talked about, just like Jayla said, there's a difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. Just because you're Dominican, just because you're Puerto Rican, that does not give you a pass. What is your skin color? Because if you're a white Puerto Rican or you're a white Dominican, you don't need to be saying that word, baby. It's that simple. Why do people want to say the word so bad? Can we get to the root of that? Because I feel like we're missing that point. I feel like we're missing the point, and everybody's so worried about what's being said versus why it's being said. Why do people feel like they have to say it? Is it an ego trip? Do you want to feel cool about yourself? Do you feel like I don't know. I don't know. And Sapphire even said, which is the way, this is how I feel. Sapphire said, if a black person tells you that they're uncomfortable with it, stop saying it. And that's just it. There's no way around it, period, point blank, right? And that's how I feel with any situation. If somebody tells you they feel uncomfortable with something that you're saying, with something that you're doing, take that as a moment to self-reflect and own it, and swallow your pride and take some self-accountability and say, you know what, okay, maybe I didn't feel like that was wrong, or whatever the case may be. Let me stop saying this. I'm hurting people. When you keep doing it, you just don't give a fuck at that point. And that's when I'm out. That's when I'm done with you, right? Now, speaking of hair, speaking of butterflies in the hair, I do think Stunna Girl inspired the girls with the hair looks, because I was telling my subscribers other night on the live that if you go back to Baddies ATL and Baddies South, the girls weren't doing the dramatic hair looks, right? The extreme colors, the big clips in your hair, the oversized hair. They weren't doing it until Miss Stunna Girl stepped onto the scene with Baddies West Season 3. And then after that, everybody is doing the big, colorful, dramatic hair, which it's fine, do it, but can we be honest and I'm not saying Stunna Girl started that, but I'm saying in this Baddies arena that we're in, I think she kind of set it off for people to start doing it. And it's okay to be inspired, right? You might see a hairstyle out and you might be like, oh, I want to do my hair like that. It's nothing wrong with being inspired, but these girls won't admit that. These girls won't admit that they're inspired by Stunna Girl's hair. Now, Natalie says they're going to have a bonfire at the beach to meet the new girls. As if we need any more new girls on this cast. As we saw tonight, there were so many fucking girls on this show that it's ridiculous at this point. Why do y'all need 30 women? It makes absolutely no sense. We saw that they brought in replacements in episode 4. Who's going home? Why are we bringing in replacements? Can we let it happen organically and naturally to where a girl goes home and then we bring in a replacement? Why are y'all already forcing these 6 new girls on us that we don't know, that we really don't care to get to know because we're trying to get to know the other 55 girls? I'm just over it, Zeus. Like, y'all are pathetic. Come on now. What are we doing? We're running a circus at this point. We're not running a TV network. We're running a fucking circus. Zeus presents Barnum and Bailey fucking circus. Now we see the Claremont Twins outside talking to Jayla about what's been going on in the house, what's been happening. And, you know, to me the girls have looked great in their confessionals. I like the little outfit they gave in their one confessional that they did. I thought it was cute, and they've been giving to me. But that one scene with Jayla, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the glasses that they were wearing that was like pinching their nose right here together. I don't know what it was, but the girls, like, it was kind of like, it was a scary look. I'm not gonna lie, girls. It was a scary look. Like, I don't know if it's the surgery that they got. I don't know if it was, like I said, the sunglasses. But any other looks that I see them in, they're killing it. And it wasn't what they were wearing. It was just like, I don't know. Their face was really long. Y'all know how, and if you watch the live after show, I kind of try to describe it. And I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but it's like this long... It's like the bigger the lips, the point, like the slimmer the nose, the bigger the tits. And, like, do your thing. Do what makes you happy. Because I ain't got to wake up with that every day. You do, right? Do what makes you happy. But I'm just a commentator. What does my fucking opinion mean, right? Now, Jayla said she had to go get a tetanus shot from Gretchen, bitch. And I believe it at this point, because did y'all see that plug that was pulled out of Jayla's skin? It looked like Jayla got shanked. It looked like Jayla got shanked by the gremlin, aka Gretchen, aka Tim Burton, aka the corpse bride. And Jayla's gonna have a permanent scar right there. I would be pissed, bitch. Just like when Red bit Natalie, Natalie got a permanent scar. Jayla gonna have one too. I would be pissed. And every time I seen you, bitch, I would mollywop you. Anybody, if a dude bit me in my motherfucking, bitch, every time I see you, ho, it's up. It's up. And you know what I was thinking, speaking of the twins? I just know that Lemon Pepper is sitting back, plotting. This is not true. It could be, allegedly. Who knows? This is just in my mind. In my mind, Lemon Pepper sits back and probably was plotting how he could weasel his little light bulb shaped head in the bed between the two twins. That would be his dream, to be in the bed with them two twins. You know, he'd probably sit back and salivate, jack his dick to these girls, watching the footage back. Now Biggie's rolling a blunt. The last episode or two, they've kind of laid us low on Biggie ever since her fight with Jayla. But in this episode, we see Big rolling her a blunt. That's one thing I gotta give Biggie credit for. Because if I was in that house, I'd probably be kicking. Well, I'd have my own weed. But if I was gonna be kicking with anybody, I want to kick it with the smokers. Who's smoking weed? Let's smoke, bitch. Let's get high. And Biggie always rolling motherfucking blunt. That's why I fucks with Rolly too. But she rolling her a blunt up, right? And Meatball comes in. And Biggie was like, if you look, the blunt was like 3/4 rolled. There was like a quarter of the blunt that wasn't sealed. And Biggie was like, here, roll this for me. I can't do it because of my nails. And I'm like, Biggie, baby, this is reminding me, this is giving me deja vu from last season of what Anna Mac said about you. Now, y'all know I'm not the biggest Anna Mac fan. I've never been the biggest Anna Mac fan, right? But some of the things that she said, just like the Rolly petition, that's the reason Rolly's not on the show, was because of the petition. Did I not say that? And then I'd like to talk to the twins, because y'all showed they leave early, and it wouldn't surprise me if old Lemon Pepper light bulb head was sitting back plotting, figuring out how he was going to weasel his little way up in between the bed between both of them. I'm not saying it happened. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised with his weasel-like ways. Now, Biggie is rolling a blunt. That's one thing I'm going to give Biggie. We ain't seen much of Biggie in the last episode or two. They've kind of, fell back on Biggie a little bit, but we see her rolling a blunt. That's one thing Biggie always doing. Hey, I'm with you on that, Biggie. If I'm in that house full of crazy motherfucking bitches like that, I need to roll up too. But Meatball comes in, and Biggie has like 3/4 of the blunt rolled. If y'all noticed, like a quarter of it was still needed to be like licked and sealed and everything. And Biggie was like, "Here, Meatball, finish rolling this for me. My nails are too long. I can't do it." And I just got deja vu all of a sudden from last season, from Anna Mac, when Anna Mac said that Biggie is bad about bossing the new baddies around. And one of the things that Anna Mac claims that Biggie did was told her to roll my weed while they were on the Sprinter van on the way to the hospital, which that apparently rubbed Anna Mac the wrong way. So now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, that kind of pairs up with what Anna Mac said. Now, y'all know I don't give a fuck about Anna Mac. She's one of my least favorites. But what I will say is a lot of the things that I be saying, she be saying. Just like that petition that Rolly, that looks like the petition the fans signed. That petition that had over 300,000 signatures to get Rolly off the show. I told y'all that's the reason why she ain't on this season. And Anna Mac said the same motherfucking thing. She an insider over there. I'm not. And now what she said last season about Biggie is kind of lining up now. Now, granted, Meatball didn't have a problem with it. She went ahead and rolled the blunt. I think she was like, shit, I'm just going to smoke. But for me, I'm like, bitch, I'm not rolling the blunt. You just licked and sticked and stuck and, You know what I'm saying? Like like you just rolled 3/4 of it. Why you want me to finish it? Your spit is still on that blunt. Am I the only one that feels that way? Like I know, like you might share blunts with people and they've rolled it. That's one thing. Like I'll do that. I'll share blunts with some people. But if you just licked all over and you just rolled it and there's like literally wet saliva still on the wrap, I don't want to finish it for you, boo. Now, Meatball says that her and Biggie sort of have this bond, and she says that she doesn't like the way that Jayla bullied um, Biggie. Now, that's been a big topic of conversation. Did Jayla bully Biggie, right? A lot of people have been, some people have been saying that that's what Meatball is running with. Now, Meatball wasn't even there, I don't think, when that happened, so I'm wondering how she knew. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, she might have been there, but I'm thinking that Biggie carried the bone back to her and told her. And wait, did we? I think there was a scene with Biggie even telling Meatball about what happened. Maybe that's what happened. Um, Either way, Meatball don't like it. She says she feels like Jayla is bullying her. Now, here's the thing. I don't blame Jayla for checking Biggie when she first saw her about the tweet that Biggie made saying she was going to slap Jayla when she saw her, right? Any of y'all would feel the same way if somebody put a tweet or a Facebook post or a Snapchat or anything out about you saying they're going to slap you when they see you. Anybody with some sense would be the same way to be like, "Hey boo, I'm right here. You going to slap me?" You're going face that shit head on and approach the bitch that's trying to check you online, right? If you see them out, which was this case here. So I don't blame Jayla on that. Now, where I think Jayla went wrong is that after her and Biggie had that altercation in Miami at the dinner, I think they should have left it there. The Claremont Twins come into play. I feel like she was trying to show out for them in a way. I feel like she's trying to be big boss Jayla, like let me get on my Natalie shit and show these girls that I've been here before, that I was on Baddies South. I was here before you, Biggie. Let me check you. Like I feel like she's all in her ego shit, her pride shit right now. But I feel like she should have left that in Miami. When she brought it to Barbados and you started punching on Biggie, you only did that because you know Biggie can't fight, and you know she wasn't going to hit you back, as we saw. I wish Biggie would stop trying to put on this hard, gangsta Dominican persona, because you're not hard, you're not a thug, you're not about that life. You can't fight. We've seen that. Just be yourself. You can be soft, Biggie. That's fine. Um, but it's hard for people to sympathize with you, Biggie, because you do try to put on that persona, and then you get your ass, your head knocked upside by people, and you, oh, don't, oh, what are you doing? No, don't, and it's like, I don't want to see that happen to you, Biggie, because that's unfortunate, and I can see that you're in a vulnerable, weak position, and you don't want to fight back, but you got to stop running your mouth, sweetheart. And I don't know. It's just a really difficult situation. I feel like it is. Like, I do feel like Jayla went too far, but at the same time, Biggie needs to, like, chill out with it and don't have this smoke on the internet talking about slapping people if you're not going to keep that same energy in person. Do y'all know what I mean? Whose side are y'all on when it comes to that? Are you Team Jayla or are you Team Biggie? Did Jayla go too far? Is she bullying Biggie, or does Biggie deserve what's coming to her? Make sure you chime in the comment section so I can read your comments and see what you guys have to say, okay? Because I feel like Jayla wouldn't do this same thing to Taseki. She wouldn't keep this same energy with Cali. I don't think she would, I don't think with Meatball, for example. We see next week, Meatball gets in her face and says, "Bully me, Jayla." I mean, Meatball is looking up at Jayla, and she just, like, really ain't saying nothing. She kind of looks scared, to be real. Now, here comes Tinka Bella. Stinka Bella come in the scene. She walks in the scene, face a whole nother shade than her body. Face, I mean, like, it's like I said the other day, her face was giving white woman Pam from down the street. Girl, why are we bleaching our skin? And why are you bleaching your skin 1 or 2 days into filming a new show? Did you think you was gonna be able to bleach it the night before and you was gonna come out looking like Pamela Anderson? No, ma'am. That's not how it works. If you was gonna bleach your skin, I guess you should have done it weeks and weeks and weeks ago, so you could have got your body right and looking right, and we could have noticed. Because right now, sis, that was scary, bitch. I thought I was one of my subscribers called her Frankenhooker, bitch. A movie called Frankenhooker. Y'all Google it. Shout out to you, Recessionist. Y'all Google Frankenhooker. I think that's the name of it. But yeah, it's obvious Tinka Bella is bleaching her skin. We saw last week her face was purple. This week it's white. Or yesterday it was purple. Today it's white. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if Tinka Bella was a good casting decision or not. Like, I'm trying to get to know her, but something about her like is off. Like I don't know. It's obvious the only reason Zeus casted her was because of the fight with her and Diamond the Body, which we hear Diamond the Body even admit to later in the episode. Diamond says, if it wasn't for her pulling Tinka Bella's wig off, neither one of them would be on the show. So Tinka Bella should be sending Diamond the Body a thank you card, right? I don't know. Tinka Bella seems very camera conscious in the way that she seems like she's always wondering what to do next for the cameras. She's pandering to the audience. She thinks if she gets in the floor and she moves around and does all this obnoxious extra shit that y'all are gonna laugh and roll on the floor laughing at her and love her. And she's trying to recreate. She's trying to create a moment, be a reality TV icon, and it's not sticking. Tinkaboo, it's not sticking. I'm sorry. You and Jayla got a lot in common with that one, Tink. Now, did anybody else notice how on this week's episode that Biggie is trying to give Gretchen the pass on saying the N-word, right? We hear Biggie say, oh, well, as long as she doesn't use the hard ER at the end, she can say it because she's Puerto Rican. No, Biggie, you're the reason people like Gretchen still say the word, because Gretchen's got a lot of biggies back home that condone her behavior, that don't say anything or don't speak up when she says the word. That's the problem right there, Biggie. It needs to be checked. But because you're a black Dominican, you feel like, oh, well, she's Puerto Rican and I'm Dominican. Let me stick up for that. Let me kind of, put that in the same basket. And no. Wrong road, Biggie. Wrong road. Now, Meatball says, one of the things I noticed that she said this week was, she's here to test all the OGs. So I think that will be interesting. Are we going to see her fight with Natalie? Or are we going to see her fight with Scotty? Taseki, any of those girls like that? Because, baby, the way we saw, what's her name? J.O., the new girl, the way she was whopping on you, I don't know. Be careful now. Be careful. Now, we see Slim Too Bad and Dia sitting out on the balcony, and Diamond the Body comes out and joins them. And we see them asking asking Diamond about her beef with Tinka Bella. What happened? Why do you have this beef with her? Because she's our friend. She's our friend. We like her. We like Tinka Bella, right? And I'm kind of like Diamond the Body, because she's like, how are y'all friends with this girl already and you just met her? I didn't really understand that. Y'all are already coming at Diamond the Body and like trying to take up for Tinka Bella and you barely know her. And it's like you can tell these girls have never been on TV before. You can tell this is their first time on a show, because they're trying to buddy up, be friends, kumbaya, let's have teams and alliances already. And these girls are gonna flip on you on a dime. Production might flip on you in a dime, and you might be fighting Tinka Bella tomorrow, sis. So all that taken up, Dia, be careful, because Dia, you really disappointed me. I really thought I was going to like Dia. I really liked that she was a Caribbean girl, and she had the Rihanna going on, but the accent, we're not even going to get into, people were calling her baby Rihanna, but baby, it's not getting that anywhere else but the accent, barely. But what are we doing? Y'all already forming alliances with people and getting buddy on day one and trying to take up for bitches? Is that what we doing? And that's like I told y'all, Diamond pretty much admitted. She told the girls, Tinka Bella's problem with me is that I ripped her wig off. But no, bitch, I pulled your hair to get on the show. And now look where we are. We're here. And she's right. Because I told y'all, anybody can get on a Zeus Network show as long as you come into the auditions and you pull a stunt. Pull a wig off, slap a bitch in the face, twerk and pop your pussy, and then knock a hoe in the head with your high heel, and you will get on the show. You two, you have a storyline and you have a beef with another girl. I mean, thank you, Diamond, for proving what we already knew about this show, is that it's very calculated, staged, for the most part. Not scripted, but very staged. Very much put together. We're going to put the girls here. This girl's going to walk in. She's gonna attack her. They're going to fight. Very much like that. So Diamond and Tinka Bella's beef to me is not even real. It's all manipulated. Diamond admitted that tonight. It's not even a real beef. It's not even a real beef. Dia says, I don't think that's a valid reason to run up on her, though. Like, Dia, shut the fuck up. Just sit this one out. You don't even have a right to speak on it. Okay? I hope Tinka Bella keeps that same energy for Dia and Slim Too Bad when they need her to play Captain Save-A-Ho and put on a cape and come in and save them. Now we see Biggie FaceTime Tommy. And I can't lie, I'm glad Tommy's back. At least she's entertaining. Okay, a lot of these girls are a fucking snooze. A lot of these girls are a bore. And Tommy might be a loose cannon and unpredictable, but you can't say she's boring. Okay? Tommy had the best moments from the night. If I didn't give Cali the MVP award for her being a knockout and knocking bitches out left and right, I would give Tommy the MVP award for giving us laughs, right? And another point being, Tommy being here, Cali being here, just further proves what I continue to say. This is not Natalie's show. Y'all stop letting Natalie fool y'all to thinking that she run the Zeus Network and she makes all the casting shots. If Natalie really ran Baddies, Tommy and Cali wouldn't be there, right? Why would Natalie put money in her ops pocket? Why would Natalie fly her opponent out to the Caribbean for a free vacation and pay her for it? Why would you do that? Would you do that for your opponent? For your op? Would you do that? I wouldn't. Now the girls are out on the beach. All the OGs are out there, and Natalie's like, it's the Claremont Twins' birthday. I just want to have Caribbean vibes. And I'm like, Natalie, save it. We talked about this on the after show the other night. We're all sick of it. We're sick of the facade. We're sick of the act. Natalie is an actress. I don't even know why she's still with the Zeus Network. She should be in Hollywood on a soap opera, Days of Our Lives, something like that, because you are a straight up actress. All the let's have Caribbean vibes, let's party, it's the twins' birthday. You know good and damn well that any moment now, the new girls are going to come out. The replacements are going to come out, and it's going to be motherfucking Royal Rumble. All the girls are walking out on the beach, and there's fucking pitchforks and tiki torches lit, and the beach is lit up like it's the goddamn Hunger Games, bitch. Battle for your motherfucking life. BGC Baddies edition. And I'm like, if I was these girls, I would be so paranoid. I would be looking over my shoulder. I don't know what to expect. Who's fisting to sock who in the face? Who's fisting to break whose jaw? Who finna go to the hospital tonight? It's too much. It's too much. Okay? Like, I just wish they would let the drama happen organically. Let the girls go to the beach, have a bonfire party, film them interacting, give them some liquor and film them, and that's all you have to do. Y'all don't have to produce these scenes so much, Zeus. It's very simple. They want to overproduce this show, and it comes off yucky and ick, and I can't really stomach it, and I can't swallow it, because it's just like, ugh. Like, all they had to do was put the girls on the beach, give them liquor, and give them a drinking game. Give them a game to play, a shady game. Bam, we could get something stirred. We could get something started. That's all y'all had to do. And then we ain't got to really see fights. We can see some read sessions. If it turns into a fight, great. Do y'all know what I'm saying? It don't take a producer to say that or to come up with that. Y'all watch enough reality TV at home to know what we could do to get a decent show and to get some shit stirred, right? A good old drinking game at dinner or out by the bonfire. I'm just over the show, y'all. I really am. Like, there's really nothing authentic about it, and I'm so over talking about it, and the only reason I continue is because of you guys. But that's why I've talked about wanting to grow this channel and branch out. I feel like I'm staying stagnant just talking about Baddies stuff and Zeus Network, and now that's TV stuff. So I'm really excited about my podcast starting Sunday night, this upcoming Sunday, June the 2nd, where season 4 of my podcast will be starting, Damien After Dark, where we will still be discussing Baddies Caribbean, because it will be taking the time slot of the Baddies Caribbean after show. But on Damien After Dark, the podcast, we'll still be talking about Baddies Caribbean, but also another array of hot topics and reality TV things like that. What's going on in the news, politics, hot topics, world news, sex, relationships, all that good stuff. You can send me your questions and I'll give you my advice in a segment, Ask Damien segment. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited just to freshen things up over here and do something new, and I would be thrilled if you join me each and every Sunday night. So make sure you guys are turning on your post notifications so you don't miss when we go live to do that, okay? And if you don't know how to turn on your post notifications, just look down there where my face is, the little Damien After Dark icon, and there should be like a bell icon, like a little notification bell, like a little ring bell. And you click the little bell, and that'll ask you, do you want to turn your post notifications on or not? So the girls are doing. Can we talk? Can we be real? Because the girls are on the beach doing baddie shot o'clock, baddie shot o'clock. Number one, I'm over that. And I'm over that because just like we on the after show, we talked about this as well. These girls, y'all missed out on an opportunity to brand that, right? Like, I get that they did the baddie blunts, which was great. Totally understand that. They did the little nightclub tour, which we saw on Baddies East and West, great, and South, awesome. They toured the country, but y'all never took advantage of baddie shot o'clock. Where are the t-shirts? Where are the shot glasses? Where are the hats? The trucker hats? You know what I'm saying? Where's the merchandise? Where's the Baddies website with the merchandise? They didn't capitalize on it. And still 3 seasons in, you're saying it when you've had this worldwide audience that could have really cashed in on this. And 2, I guess the reason why I'm really over it is because I feel like you would see sorority girls doing this. No, and I'm not age shaming y'all, because I'm fucking 31 years old, damn near 31 in June. So I'm not age shaming these women, but 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24-year-old girls say baddie shot o'clock. Not 45-year-old women, 38, 39, 40 plus year old women with families, husbands at home, children. Like, I just listen, no matter what age you are, you should be able to go out, if that's the club, wherever you want to. I'm not this type that believes you shouldn't be in the club at 40, 50. I don't give a fuck. Have fun. But the whole it's played out. And it seems like Natalie's trying to relive her 20s all over again. I don't know why, because she really lived her 20s and had a great time and had her daughter later on in her life. So, I don't know. I get the making money part. I get she's hustling and making money and trying to secure a future for her family. That part I get. But can we stop saying baddie shot o'clock? It's baddie blunt o'clock, bitch. So the new girls come in and they meet the OGs. The new girls, they come in, they're mingling, they're mixing. Meatball, Diamond the Body, the Gretchens, those, And then the new girls come in, and then the replacements come in after them. And that's the part that threw me off. Natalie's like, we're going to bring in the replacements. And I'm just like, why? Why are we bringing the fucking replacements in? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Can somebody help me? Please understand. That's a Bad Girls Club reference if y'all didn't get that. Um, so we got 30 girls on the beach at this point. I'm over it. One of the new girls we meet is Kiva. Kiva says she demands attention. When she walks in the room, everybody's staring at her. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I would have bought what you were saying, Kiva, if what I was seeing was given that. But it wasn't giving me when you walk in the room, everybody's staring at you and you demand attention. It wasn't giving me that. Now, it sounds nice. It sounds nice. But she was giving me more school counselor, Geico sales agent, customer service agent. No shade, because we need customer service agents, Geico. We need all those people. Everybody can't be a superstar, walk in the room, everybody watch. Everybody can't be that. Some people want to be it, but they can't. And I'm sorry, Kiva, I'm not seeing it for you, my love. Now I'm going to give you a chance, and we're going to watch for you. If you get a chance to come in, because you are a replacement, but you're not giving me much, Kiva. You said that you were a standout and you demand attention, but we didn't see anything from you in the episode. So that's a lie. We meet Joe. J-O, Joe, whatever her name is, I don't know, but I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where did they get her from? Then they played the auditions back, and I remembered her, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, they will literally, the bar is low, y'all, and I'm not better than nobody. I don't claim to be. My shit stink just like everybody else's, okay? But baby Joe, whatever, baby, she look like she long in the tooth, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, she looked like she lived, baby. Like she beat your motherfucking. Well, we saw what she did to Meatball. Right? But I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, y'all. But a lot of these girls, and I say this because I can say this because I look a mess a lot. I get up in this camera looking a hot motherfucking mess sometimes. But these girls look a mess to be on this show. They look like I'm a fucking mess. Some of them, not all of them. We meet Jelly Bean. She's the one that got her ass handed to her by Cali at the end of the episode. She says she's coming on to Baddies to try to figure out what she's gonna do. And I'm just thinking to myself, baby girl, if you ain't come on this show with a plan, if you don't know what you're going to do already and you're not ready to execute that, you a lost cause already. Don't come on to reality TV without a plan. Have a product, have a business, have something in placement that you can make some money, do something. Don't go on a show and come out of it broke or with the check that the show gives you. Come out of that with longevity and a career, not a career, but years of income. We see Heaven Marina, the hypest hoochie. I think that's what she said. A lot of y'all was comparing her to the real Kyle's sister, I think, Ari Fletcher. I can kind of see the resemblance, especially if Heaven put on a black wig instead of the blonde. I could definitely see the resemblance. I don't know. Those auditions, like I've said once and I'll say it again, the auditions really seem like casting for the next Zeus Network prostitute. It really does. Casting for it looks like they be looking for the next Dubai girl, the next hoochie, the next girl that's gonna pop pussy, take Molly, and do threesomes in the back. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that happened. Allegedly, I'm just saying that's what they look like they be casting these girls for. Cause y'all don't be casting nobody for talent. Yes, a girl can walk in, Lemmy allegedly in the back with his little headpiece in. He looking at her up and down, head to toe. Do he want her? Does she shake ass good enough? Can he do something with? Yeah, Nat, pick her. I'm not to be a conspiracy theorist, but I'm sorry. Like ever since the Baddies East auditions, or the Baddies Caribbean auditions, when Natalie told those girls, I want you to turn around, get on your knees, and twerk. Ever since that, I was convinced that the auditions were a casting couch. I was convinced that the auditions were the next Zeus Network prostitute star. The next girl that's going to suck cock for a role. The next Scotty. The next Anna Mac. That's what it was giving me. Where else do you show up for an audition and get on your knees and turn around and shake your ass? Where else? Besides the strip club. Besides the strip club, which is totally legal. Totally legal. Where else did you go to audition and do that? Somebody let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. I think, and you know what? I also think that he targets girls that are vulnerable, that he can coerce, that he can manipulate, that he knows that needs money, or are in situations where they're looking for a ticket out of their city, looking for a way out of the maybe a bad situation they're living in. Because all these girls can come in here in these auditions and talk about, I'm a baddie, I'm an entrepreneur, I own 20 businesses. But most of them probably like the rest of us, struggling, trying to make it like the next bitch, right? Can we keep it a buck? And I think he preys on that. We meet Noo-noo. Now, Noo-noo was a what's the word I'm looking for? Noo-noo was a nominee for the most valuable baddie this week. She was one of our nominees out of the four, and she is most known for being the baby's mother of Antonio Brown. That's what she said. Now, I remember her from the auditions because she brought that up, saying that she was Antonio Brown's baby mama, and I figured they were going to cast her because of that, maybe hoping they could get some controversy around it. Now, I don't know Antonio Brown. I guess maybe he was a successful football player, a known football player, because the name sounds familiar. But how many baby mamas does Antonio Brown got? Because she said, I'm one of the baby mamas. So we're going to have to see what Noo-noo brings. And I wonder how Antonio feel about his baby mama on this ratchet reality TV. Now, Natalie says that she feels like some of the girls need to be replaced, which is why they have the 6 replacements on standby. Okay, but so why did y'all cast these 100 girls then if we're just gonna send them home already? I can understand them being ready to send Gretchen home, but Cali doesn't make sense because Natalie said the 2 people that she's referring to when she says she feels like some of the girls need to be replaced, she's referring to Gretchen and Cali. So I don't know. Now, Natalie says, she approaches Gretchen. She says, you made people uncomfortable with what you did. And then she tells Cali, you made people uncomfortable by coming for me. That's what Natalie says. That Cali made everybody uncomfortable by coming for her. And I'm like, why are you on the show, Natalie, if you're off limits? If people can't check you, if people can't start shit with you, if people get uncomfortable when someone checks you, why are you there? You need to be in the producer role, behind the scenes, behind the camera. Get off the show, go home to your family, and produce the show from home at your office. And come into town every now and then. You know, that's what a head honcho does, okay? That's what a head honcho does. Do y'all think Carlos King is on set every day at his shows, there in the mix, watching everything? No. He's back in the office in Los Angeles, making sure the team's taking care of everything. And every now and then, he flies in to town to make sure everything's going right. So, Natalie, I feel like that's what you need to do. Take a step back and produce from home. Be on your boss shit. You know, your daughter, and I don't mean to say this, I hope this doesn't sound ugly, but I feel like Natalie's going to regret missing out on a lot of these pivotal moments in her daughter's life. Now, granted, I'm not in her home. I don't know what she's there for, but I know she's gone a lot. I know she's missing out a lot, and Jacob's there to take care of her, yeah. But just like a little girl needs her dad, you want your mom too, right? And Natalie's working. I get that. She's working, but she can produce from LA. She ain't got to be in the mix filming, doing this show. That's just me. I'm not judging a mother for how she chooses to run her household or her life, or I'm not judging and shaming a mother for working. I'm not. I'm just saying, you would think that she would want to be home more, and she could do that. She does not. What this boils down to, the moral of the story is Natalie doesn't have to be a cast member, because a lot of people will say the argument, oh well, she's working, she's got to provide for her family. Yes, but she doesn't have to be a cast member. She can make just as much money as the producer and creator of this show, and then doing her other projects at home. But I feel like Natalie loves the limelight and the spotlight, and the fame is addicting. It's addicting. The money is not enough. She has to be on TV too. Now, Cali says she gave everybody a hug when she came in. She says Mariah spit on her. No, I'm sorry. Cali comes in and she says she gave everybody a hug. Mariah says, you spit on me, Cali. And Cali says, because you snuck me. Now, they're referring to, y'all remember when Cali accidentally bumped Mariah when she was fighting with Natalie and all them, and Mariah took it personal, like she bumped her on purpose, when it's clear by the footage that she didn't. And Mariah, you know that. You just wanted to be a bandwagon ass bitch and jump on the bandwagon and attack this girl. Now, their issues really stem from Miami. That's, like I just said, that's where it really all stems from. And I really feel like Mariah just wanted to beef with her because everybody else did. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. She wanted to jump on the everybody hates Cali train. There is no issue. She bumped her on accident. I'll never believe Mariah in that instance. That girl seems like she lies so much, she don't know if she going or coming. Were y'all feeling Taseki's confessional on this week's episode? I feel like the girls are stepping their confessional games up as the season goes on, as you should, right? As time goes on, you should always elevate. We should never be going down looking worse. You know, as the money grows, we should be looking better, right? You're not ugly, you're just broke. Isn't that what they say? Now we see Jelly Bean. Thirst Bucket Jelly Bean, who is a replacement, is trying to secure her spot in the house. She wants to be full-time. She doesn't want to be a replacement. So what does she do? Jelly Bean grows 2 jelly beans down below her legs. And what she thought was going to be some big nuts that she grew, trying to run up on Cali. Because she don't like that Cali has had the balls to face Natalie, to go up against Natalie. So Jelly Bean wants to lick Natalie's ass and try to get in the house. So she decides she's going to run up on Cali and try to defend Natalie, because in her confessional she says that Natalie is her friend. Right? She says Natalie is her friend outside of the cameras, and she doesn't like what Cali did. Baby girl, you just got here. Jelly Bean, Jelly Boo, Jelly Bop, you just got here, and you got a lot to learn, sis. I can tell you got a lot to learn, because let me tell you something, Jelly Bean. Miss Nunn, Natalie Nunn, that girl ain't nobody's friend. The only friends that Natalie has is Lucifer himself and her pimp, Lemon Pepper Stepper, okay? So the fact that you think that this girl is your friend, ha! It's fucking laughable. Good try, though. Good attempt to try to save yourself and get a spot on the show. And you might get that spot, but eventually your friend gonna turn on you. And eventually your friend ain't gonna need you no more. Just saying. Now, one of two things either happened here. As I watched, I was thinking. One of two things either happened. Either production planned this, and they wanted this fight. They wanted somebody to fight Cali. They needed this moment, and they put a battery in Jelly Bean's back and said, "Hey, you want a spot, right? Run up on Cali, and you know it might help your chances to get on the show full time." So either that happened, or Jelly Bean really did do this on her own accord, because she thought running up on Cali was going to get her in even better good graces with Natalie, and even get her on the show and try to prove herself, right? Now, to me, they all look crazy. They all look stupid as fuck. Y'all all fighting and doing dumb shit for no reason. It's all thirsty, clout chasing, gutter butt behavior to me. We're fighting for no reason. There are no beefs. None of this is authentic. None of this is real. It's all smoke and fucking mirrors. Even the girls on the show are calling it. Scotty called it. Biggie called it. Scotty says a lot of the girls are fighting with no beef because they're trying to get in the house. I've never agreed with Scotty more. She's absolutely right. And she's been around for years. She knows how the game goes. These girls are thirst buckets. If you really had the personality, if you really had the look, if you were really that girl, that's all it would take. But y'all got to claw to the top. Now the Claremont Twins, amidst all this fighting that's going on, they're like, we're done. We're done. Fuck this shit. It's our birthday. They're like, fuck the dumb shit. Fuck the fighting. We're going to party. We're in Barbados. We're leaving. I'm not doing this shit. And listen, a lot of people weren't here for it. A lot of the fans were like, even a lot of my subscribers were like, fuck y'all, get out of here then. We're not kissing your ass. We don't give a fuck if it's your birthday. A lot of them were like, get out of here, right? I think I was the only person that was on the Claremont Twins side with this one. I would have felt the same way. Because they were like, nobody got them a cake. And I stand by this when I say this. I feel like Aubrey would have probably got a cake. Aubrey probably would have got a celebration, a little party, a little something, something. I don't know. I feel like we're missing the bigger picture here, which is we're here in Barbados in this beautiful place. Let's turn up. Let's go to the pool. Let's take shots out of each other's ass. Let's pop pussy. Let's have fun. Let's have a good time. And the drama will happen organically. I don't want to do all this dumb fighting and shit, right? Like, I understood them. And to be honest, it was also just a funny moment. Like, I didn't take it so serious that they were like, fuck it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. And I loved the diva moment. It was very cunty. I thought it was giving cunt diva behavior. Like, I don't know if I'd even call it a diva moment, because I low-key understand, They say, this is how we're treated. We fly in for our fans, and, like, this is what happens. But, girls, I will say this. On the flip side, girls, y'all didn't know what y'all were signing up for. You didn't know that this show was going to be predominantly fighting. You didn't know that the format was not the Bad Girls Club format, to where y'all go to the club, you go to dinners, you go shopping, you get your own little Jeeps to drive around town. Y'all know that's not the same no more. It's just strictly fighting on this show. And to be honest, y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if their contract was only for 2 days, and they were just looking for a reason to leave, and they were like, oh, this is the perfect time. This is the perfect exit for us. Let's just say, fuck it. These girls are fighting. We're leaving. But in reality, everybody knew they were leaving. Apparently, the Claremont Twins and Aubrey O'Day were only going to be there for 2, 3, 4 episodes. But to be honest, I'd rather have them around. Like, can we just get them, Natalie, OG girls, and like a small cast, and like all these extra girls? I just don't care, And if we just had like 8 of the new girls, or 8 or 9 of the replacements and the new girls, I'd be here for it. But it's just too many people. Now, as the Claremont Twins are leaving, we see Tommy holler at the Claremont Twins, right? She says, Shannon, sorbet, what's the problem? I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a second. Rewind. Shannon, sorbet, what's the problem? I'm like, who is sorbet? Tommy, are you high, baby? Are you drunk? What's going on? Shannon and Sinead, where are you getting sorbet? Is sorbet even a name? Now, Tommy says, she's upset because she says the Claremont Twins unfollowed her. And she's like, I ain't got a problem with y'all. What's the problem? And the twins are like, do we have a problem? You were at our house. You were at our house. But the whole time they did have a problem, technically. Because I was like, did y'all unfollow Tommy? And if you did, why? And they explained it. They go on to say that Tommy had sent them a meme about them. And they thought that Tommy had sent it to them by accident. they thought that Tommy was trying to send it to someone else, right? This meme about them. But you know what? I was thinking about that, and I think Tommy's the type that she would send the shit to you. If she saw a meme making fun of you, she gonna send it to you. I don't see her sending it to somebody else and talking shit. I see her sending it directly to you and making fun of you to your face. Y'all know what I'm saying? Anybody else feel that way? Now I do feel like she could have approached him a little bit different. Tommy, you did come in a little hot. Shannon, sorbet, what's the problem? What's the problem? If that was me, I would have been like, "What the fuck you talking about? Wait, hold up. What's going on?" You know, because that approach was like, you was on Tommy time. So the girls are leaving. They said they're headed back to Malibu to party with their friends and family because that's where they live. And I asked this the other day. I just wanted to know how the Claremont Twins make money because I know it's expensive in California, and they said they live in Malibu. So I'm like, well, what y'all do? Put me on game so I can afford a place in Malibu and I can get out of here and I can move. What y'all doing? Because y'all don't have a job that I know of. Now, I know they did a campaign for Yeezy years ago, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, the Yeezy campaign. I know they did a Nicki Minaj video back in 2018, the Good Form video. They do little odd and end jobs here and there. New York Fashion Week, you know, but what is your how do you make income every day? What do you do every day to bring in the income? I just want to know. Like, are they escorts? Because if they are, no shade, like, get your money. I just want to know. I'm just nosy. Because I would leave too. I wouldn't want to be around them gutter butts fighting all day either. Give me my 50,000. It's been a nice 2 or 3 day vacation. I'm out. Now, Meatball versus we see Meatball fighting with J.O. When it come to them, whose side were y'all on? Who do y'all think won that? Because to me, J.O. took that home. Everybody thought Meatball was going to do something, do that. But Meatball, you know, she looked like she was pounding on you like you was meat. Like you was the meat. Like you was a meatball. And then we see old girl that was beating Dia's ass. Who was it that was whooping on Dia? Was it Jelly Bean? Either way, Dia, you looked a mess. Old girl knocked the wig off Dia twice. She kept putting Dia on the ground. Kept on putting her on the ground. Kept fucking her up. And then Dia got so mad. She was like, what did she say? She kept saying, I'm from the Caribbean. But I'm from the Caribbean. I'm the one from the Caribbean. After she got her ass whooped, no wig off. No wig on. Talking about, I'm from the Caribbean. Who cares? When the girls get back to America, are they supposed to say, I'm from America? I'm from America. No. We don't care that you're from the Caribbean. You can't fight. You talk a big game. You talk big shit, but you can't back it up, sis. You've been all talk this whole season, and that's why I think these auditions are a joke, because they see a girl and they just choose her right off the bat. When I feel like y'all need to put these girls through rounds. Really get to know them. Because Dia, I think she was a stunt. I think she lied about who she was and how she was, and she's portraying a character. I don't care where you from, Dia. I don't care. Now, Cali and Mariah, we see them hug out their issues. They hug out their differences, which surprised me. Now, I do feel like the only reason Mariah kind of let that go with Cali was because she know Cali was going to give her the business and fuck her ass up. Can we be real about that? And Cali, you look gorgeous in that confessional, boo. I was here for it. It was giving. It was giving. I'll give it a 10 across the board. I told y'all don't play with Carlissa's daughter. I told y'all don't play with Blueface's motherfucking sister. I told y'all don't play with Krishan Jr.'s auntie. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Now, Big Gretch, she is approached. They confront her. Look, you're rubbing girls the wrong way. A lot of us don't like you. You've been doing this. And she's like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Y'all let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak. And she still ain't learned because she wants to explain herself. She says she wants the girls to get to know her. She wants to explain herself only for her 20 seconds in to say the N-word again. Can we get a counter of how many times this girl has said it? 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. She just keeps fucking saying it. It's so ingrained in her motherfucking brain that she can't stop saying it. She said it for so long and gotten away with it, and people have given her a pass that she can't stop saying it, y'all. It's sad. And you deserve to get your ass beat every single time, Tim Burton. Da-da-da-dun. 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 That's what I think of when I see you. The Addams Family. Now, when Gretchen let that word roll off her lip again, baby, Jayla's ready to go. Jayla said, say it again. You want to say the N-word? Say it again. I dare you, bitch. Say it again. And I was there. I was on the sidelines. J-E-L-A. Jayla is the one. Go, Jayla. Go, 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 Jayla. Go. Beat her ass, Jayla. Beat her ass. Hey, beat her ass, Jayla. I was Jayla's biggest cheerleader, okay? And y'all know I'm not the biggest Jayla fan. But I wanted her to get Jayla. For every person that has been called the N-word in their motherfucking life, I wanted Jayla to dog walk her on the beaches of Barbados, bitch. Baby, Jayla was ready to line it up right there. But again, I do feel like if Gretchen were big and stout, that Jayla wouldn't be pressing her. Do I think she would be cussing her out and arguing with her? Probably. But I don't think she'd be as quick to run up on her. Jayla only be checking the ones that she knows she could check. But I'm not blaming her for checking Gretchen on this one, because somebody got to. Somebody needs to. But Jayla, I see you, boo. I see you. Now here come Tommy in on her white horse to save the day. Galloping in. And a lot of the girls, I think, are low-key pressed. I don't know if that was their natural reactions. I don't know if it was edited that way. But a lot of the girls ain't happy to see Tommy because they know that Tommy is going to dim their light. They know that they got the Love and Hip Hop star here. They know that there's Tommy and her big personality and her big mouth is here. And it's going to suppress them a little bit where they can't really be themselves. I think I'm interested to see who's going to be bold enough to step to Tommy other than Natalie, because we know that Natalie and Tommy got the beef. But I'm here for it. I'm ready to see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Now next week in the sneak peek, was that Aubrey fighting in the sneak peek next week, y'all? I saw a white girl fighting and I'm like, I know Aubrey ain't fighting. Unless that was Gretchen. I don't know. We see Diamond the Body read Miss Tinka Bella down about her bleaching her skin. She said, your face is 3 whole different shades than what it was the day we met you. Read, Miss Diamond, read. And we also see Tommy versus Natalie, which is going to be interesting, as well as Meatball checking Jayla. Meatball thinks that Jayla is bullying Biggie, and she ain't having it. So we're going to get to see that. Y'all see the fear in Jayla's eyes? She was like, she was scared, child. Next week is going to be a key, okay? And we're going to be talking about it right here on the Damien After Dark podcast. The season 4 premiere of my podcast airs this Sunday, June 2nd, right here on Damien After Dark, okay? At 9:30 Central. And I hope you get 9:30 Central. One of those 2 times. Just be around here 9:30, okay? That's when the show is going to start. We're going to be talking about Baddies Caribbean. We're going to be talking about the latest celebrity gossip that's in the news, what's in the headlines, what hot topics are trending, so much more. It's going to be a great time, and I hope you'll join me for it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet, and turn on your post notifications so your phone will alert you when we go live for the season premiere premiere of Damien After Dark, the podcast, okay? Now, if you don't mind, click that thumbs up button down there, too. That helps me get in the algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't do anything else, please like this video. Get in the comment section and leave me your thoughts and opinions on episode 4 of Baddies Caribbean, and let me know, whose side are you on? Team Jayla or Team Gretchen? Team Cali or Team Jelly Bean? Was it Jelly Bean? Baby, because Miss Cali mopped her up tonight, right? Was it Jelly Bean that she mopped up? I think so. Drop kicked her and then went in for the uppercut, right? Cali gets that MVP, baby. Cali gets that MVP. I want to hear from you, though. What you think? Whose side you on with that? And what about J.O. and Meatball? What y'all think? I want to hear your thoughts. Now, last but not least, if you would like to join the Damien After Dark movement, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wishlist down there too, for those that choose to take that route, okay? Thank you guys for supporting me, watching my channel, liking my videos, sharing my videos, donating. I really appreciate it. Like, it's from the bottom of my heart. Like, I wouldn't be doing this without y'all. Your support is vital. I need you to make this show a success, and I thank you. I really do. So please never give up on your dreams. I'm a testament of that. Y'all are making my dreams come true. Don't give up on yours. Wake up every day and treat it like it's your last, because somebody took their last breath today, okay? You promise you will? You promise? I love you guys. We'll see you next time on Damien After Dark, okay? Bye.